I've angered a family of ravens. How do I appease them?
Murder.
That's
Nice.
crows.
Oh, yeah, that is crows, huh?
What are
It is-
ravens?
Flock?
Oh, yeah, it is a raven flock.
And I only know that because of football.
And I only know that because of One Tree Hill.
No.
Oh, they're not
Is it
flock.
not? It's a flock of raven?
No. A group of ravens is called an unkindness or a conspiracy.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Really?
That is so fucking sick.
Wait, what's a flock?
Oh,
Oh, it's just birds?
most people use the more general term flock to describe a group of ravens, but technically it's an unkindness or a conspiracy.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
badass.
That's awesome.
Okay. A few months ago, I brought my kid to work and he shooed away ravens. And they weren't happy, but they didn't shit on my car yet.
Okay.
A few weeks later, I drove a little aggressively, trying to get a dozen of them to move. Turns out they were walking around a dead raven.
Oh.
Ever since then, they have exclusively shit on my car.
Damn.
I've parked in different places around the workplace's parking lot, and it's only when I don't use my car that I don't get bird poop on it. Other cars do not get shit on at all. How do I get them to stop doing it? It's been over a month.
I think you have to give him your boy.
You got to sacrifice your kid, bro.
Here's the child. Take him. He turns into a bird boy, flying around,
Bird boy.
pooping on your car.
You just see a fucking little kid on a light post. You're like,
The top comment is from Chucky, ground score the ground score addict, who writes, "You've interrupted the service for the fallen raven. They do not respect you at all, and they're going to hold that against you for generations."
Yes.
damn. All my homies hate. They'll have like a freaking meeting. Hey, yo, you see that car?
Fuck
Shit
it
on
up.
it.
That's the one.
Yeah, you gotta get a new car. I think that's the
I
solution.
think you gotta get a new car. You gotta,
Paint it for cheap.
yeah.
What if they just have like a GPS tracker forever? Just be like, nope. Every time you see this girl on site.
Maybe bring them
Shit on
bread
them.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, make a peace offering.
What do ravens eat?
Oh, then we have a personal comment from the Wikimaniacs.
Oh,
Ooh,
Unhappy Midscore Professor Midscore 88 writes,
quit your job if you're unhappy.
"Crows remember for a lot longer than I used to think too. I used to feed them while waiting for the bus. It started when I saw 3 of them hopping about what is euphemistically called the bus station. As they foraged unsuccessfully for food, I happened to have a bag of panko crumbs amongst the ingredients that I'd bought. Therefore, they'd come over every time that I was there, which was about 2 to 3 times a week for several consecutive weeks. Before I fell sick and didn't return for over a fortnight or so." Wow, good English on this person.
Oh, they're a
I've never seen
professor.
anyone casually put fortnight in a sentence.
They're a professor.
That's true.
That hates their jobs.
They hate that.
The next time I was waiting for the bus, I was approached by this guy that was being really aggressive. His body language was threatening. I was by then standing up, considering nipping into the pub across the road until he either left or until 30 seconds before the bus was due. Just as I was checking for traffic, having left the immediate area of the station, this entire flock of crows started circling. Way more than I'd ever seen at once. It was like the trees themselves were producing them, and they started to swoop at the guy.
Damn.
It would have been scary had they been swooping at me too, but they didn't. Instead, in groups of 4 to 6, they kind of tag teamed their swooshing at this guy's head as he flailed his arms about and protected his head. Until after what was probably a very noisy 90 seconds, but felt like a whole Armageddon, they chased him off. He didn't even check the traffic as he ran over the road, his hands over his head. Then they were just gone. Just a couple hopping beneath the bench. So I just left them near half of my loaf of seeded bread when the bus finally arrived and watched from the window as they streamed back from the trees as I was driven away. I suggest OOP try making friends with panko crumbs and seeds regularly. They'll likely tell each other, and hopefully thereafter they'll leave her car be. Those buggers absolutely know what they're doing."
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine getting jumped by a freaking flock.
I have been dive bombed by a bird before.
Whoa.
Like I was running. This was actually this summer. I was running on like a trail, and there's just like one trail that's not used as much because like there's a lot of Canadian geese around there,
Man, that
which
motherfucker's
are
scary.
also vicious. This was not one of them though. I think it was like I don't know what it was, but I'm like running along, and all of a sudden I see out of my corner of my eye just a bird dive bomb me, like clipped my hat, and I was like, holy fuck! And then it came. I look up, and it swoops back and comes back again, and I'm just like, I must be like in like in
is he white bread, bro?
Get his ass.
That's Wonder Bread if I've ever seen it.
God damn, look at this hostess fucking running around. I'm gonna get that bitch.
that bleached motherfucker. Yeah, it's scary as shit.
Oh damn, bro. I think I remember we did a bird story in the past where like they trained, like a bird came by or they kept feeding the bird.
Oh yeah,
I want to say it was like a raven too, and they just kept giving him $5 every time.
Yeah, at work.
Oh my god, I need that for us.
We need raven friends.
Yes,
I would love a raven friend.
Get their